Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Friday morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from theuptrend.com. In the pre-market this morning, stock index futures are currently trading around fair value. Not a lot of movement in the pre-market. Gold looks like it's hitting a new high in the pre-market on Friday morning. A couple of stocks in the news this morning. We've got Nike trading higher. It's trading back up just above the highs from back in August. So nice little pop for Nike. If you're long, congratulations. At the same time, FedEx rolled over and died last night. It is trading way down there in the pre-market this morning, so that is certainly unfortunate, heading down towards the bottom of the open gap created back in June. Now, the big winner yesterday on the S&P 500 was Darden Restaurants, and if you listen to the report or listen to the commentary, I have no idea why the stock popped like that, but that's what it did, and we're currently long the stock, so congratulations. The best performing stock on the TSX yesterday was Shopify, which was up over 4% on the day. Now, looking at the VIX came down for the S&P 500, for the NASDAQ, and for the Russell 2000 yesterday, so that is supportive for higher stock prices. Now, yesterday was all about taking money off the table. We had a new high for the TSX, a new high for the Dow Diamond, so we hit our next price target. Congratulations. A new high for the S&P 500. We hit our next price target, so congratulations. You got to lock in some profits. That's also true for the NASDAQ 100. We hit 484 at 38, so we're back up at the highs from August, and we'll have to see if we can continue to break out. Of course, $500 would be our next target to the upside if we can continue higher from here. Then looking at the Russell 2000, still trying to take out 225. If we can do that, you can see the high from back in late July is below the 231.25 level. So we've got to get over that high before we get to 231.25, and we've got to close above 225 before any of that becomes possible. Looking at the semiconductors, we hit our next price target yesterday, so cha-ching, another opportunity to take some money off the table and put it in your pocket. Looking at the commodity ETFs, we had crude oil move up yesterday, we had gasoline move up. We don't want gasoline moving up, but if you're long gasoline, congratulations, it is continuing to move higher. And while natural gas traded in the channel yesterday, it actually ended the day up a little over 1% on the day. Then looking at copper prices continue to move higher. Gold had an inside day yesterday. It's trading up in the pre-market this morning. We had a higher close for palladium yesterday. We also had a higher close for platinum and a higher close for silver. Silver had an inside day. So big reversal on Wednesday, and then we came back on Thursday looking to see if we can take out Wednesday's high on Friday. And then you can see the high from back in early July could be a potential target and a potential area of resistance. Now, moving on to the TSX Most Actives, and we had some new highs. We also had a couple of trend changes here. So there's a new high for the TD Bank. Nice big update there. We've got Canadian Natural Resources back on a buy signal. We've got TC Energy back on a sell signal as of Thursday's close. There's a new high for the Bank of Nova Scotia. We had a positive day for CIBC, but not a new high. We've got Suncor right on the edge of a daily buy signal. We're off by just a penny, so we need to close 2 pennies higher to give us a buy signal on Friday. Cenovus, we needed to close above 23.04. We closed at 23.35, so back on a buy signal as of Thursday's close. There's a new high for Manulife on Thursday. We had Shopify move up, hit our next price target, so cha-ching, you got to lock in some profits at 106.25. Then we had Enbridge trade down through the lower channel line. Did not close below it, so we're looking for a close on Friday below $54.72. Let's finish off this morning's presentation, taking a look at the most actively traded stocks on Wall Street, and starting off with NVIDIA, closing higher yesterday, still waiting to take out last week's high. Tesla certainly took out last week's high. It opened at 234 and headed up. It's about $1 away from filling the gap from back in July. And if we can do that, then 250 could certainly come into play. In the pre-market this morning, we're trading down about 50 cents last time I checked. Inside day for Intel on Thursday, no change there. No change for NEO. NEO still dealing with the 200-day moving average. Our price target was 547. We're clustering around that right now. So the Psychologically, there's the 550 level as well, the 200-day moving average. If we can take out the high from 2 days ago or 3 days ago now, that would take us up to 586 and then possibly 625. We've got Apple back on a buy signal as of Thursday's close. We had an inside day yesterday for SoFi. We are back on a buy signal for Bank of America as of Thursday's close. Then we've got Advanced Micro Devices trading up, still hasn't broken out above the August highs just yet. Then we've got American Airlines still on a buy signal, so no change for American Airlines on Thursday. Okay, folks, that's all for this morning's presentation. We are currently looking at a mixed open on Friday morning. Now, we did hit a lot of price targets, or we hit a lot of resistance yesterday and stopped on a dime, whether it's the S&P 500, the Dow, the NASDAQ, the semiconductors. They all walked into a wall yesterday and stopped. Luckily for us, we were able to take some money off the table and lock in some profits. Hopefully, you're not completely liquidating any positions. You're just peeling off partial positions and selling into strength, and that's what we want to do. So no clear indication of which way the market's going to open on Friday. NASDAQ's down a little. S&P 500's up a little at this time. Of course, that could change before you see this video. Have a great day. Have a wonderful weekend. If you're a member, I'll be back on Sunday and we'll take a look at the weekly charts. Otherwise, next time you'll hear my voice is on Monday morning.